Why is my watch going off?
Well. Welcome to Monday. So nice. You need to say it twice, I guess. Thank goodness for the rain we got Friday night into Saturday and into Saturday night. It wasn't a gully washer, not around here, and that's a good thing. Just some steady rainfall to help put it water back into the ground. The crops in the gardens and the lawns needed water, as did our forests. The burn ban in most of North Carolina, including Onslow County, has been lifted. Burn all the stuff you want as long as it's legal. Just be careful and don't burn near the woods, okay?
And not in the city still.
And yeah, you can't do it in the city. For you folks out there who decided to observe National Naked Gardening Day on Saturday, I hope you didn't freeze to death along with the rain, courtesy of a low pressure system that crossed our area. It came some pretty chilly temperatures for May. Can you believe that? May. Lows in many places in eastern North Carolina in the 40s. Hope you look good in blue. Otherwise, the event would be pointless. Good morning. I'm Rayford Brown, the obnoxious one on the team.
Good morning. I'm Chris Marks. I'm in the middle.
Good morning. I'm Lee Barrows, and may the 4th be with you.
Hey, that was good.
What force?
Fourth.
4th
The 4th of what?
May. Don't you know what the 4th of May is?
I know it's the day before the 5th.
Go ahead, Chris. Explain to him.
About Star Wars?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's what you always say on May 4th. It commemorates Star Wars. May the 4th.
May the 4th be
Are
with
you
you.
supposed to do like this? May the 4th be with you?
No, that's
That's Star Trek, right?
Star Trek. Live long and prosper.
Oh, live long
It
and
is.
prosper.
It is the force be with you.
But you say may the 4th be with you.
So you can't say force.
No, it's all about saying may the 4th be with you.
What's that got to do with the movies you're talking about?
Let's move on, Rayford.
Some things really get under our skin. There are a few things that really get under our skin. This is going to be serious. Going on record to say that all three of us feel the same way about a lot of things. All of us are parents. In Baton Rouge, that's near New Orleans, the grandmother of a 4-year-old girl was arrested back in 2022. And finally, after 4 long years, she finally had her day in court. On the 21st of April, 2022, a real 21st century witch decided her little granddaughter needed to be punished.
Oh.
Her crime? Grandmama Roxanne Record said the little girl may have taken a swallow of whiskey from an open whiskey bottle on the table. She doesn't know for sure, did not know for sure, but she thought she did. So she forced the child, her name was China, her knees, binge drank the rest of the whiskey in the bottle, passed out. China's excuse for a mother, Hadja Record, watched. As mad as the grandmother was, while her little daughter drank the liquor. When she passed out, police and EMS were called. Too late. China died. Her blood alcohol content, 0.68. Not 0.068, 0.68. 0.08 is considered to prove that you're too impaired to drive a car. 0.68 is 8 times that amount. Obviously, it takes less quantity of alcohol to poison a 4-year-old child than it does an adult. Grandmother took full responsibility, said that they were mad and they probably went too far. Point in North Carolina, when we used to run breathalyzers, I was a breathalyzer operator. When we got to 0.40, we're taking somebody to the hospital.
Yes.
You understand?
Yes.
0.40, you're going to have alcohol poisoning in a lot of people.
Yeah.
I only had one that ever blew a 0.40, and I didn't. It wasn't mine. I was there when the test was run, and he blew a 0.42. It was plus 0.40, is over 0.40. And he could walk a straight line, but he was an alcoholic from ever. So he had it built into his system.
No, I pop a top and I'm I can't walk.
Roxanne, the grandmother, was found guilty of involuntary manslaughter. She won't be sentenced until August. She could face 40 years in prison.
Good.
The child's excuse for her mom was arrested as well after giving inconsistent statements. For folks out there, that's cop talk, meaning she was lying. She will face her day in court later. Justice is no longer justice. It's not justice anymore. When any court officials in this land allow delays for the prosecutor or the defense in cases like this, 4 years, the attorney can request it. The prosecuting attorney can request it. The judge does not have to allow it.
No.
It's up to the judge, y'all. The grandmother admitted what she did. Said she messed up and ruined everyone's lives. No, Granny, you murdered a child. Your life, nor the life of your worthless daughter matter at all. Waiting 4 years to even get to court is a travesty.
Yes,
and that's one of the serious problems in this country today. 4 years of excuses matters not whether they're from the prosecution or the defense. Too long. Too long. Judges do not have to allow such delays. Just one of the criteria that we, the voters, need to know before every judicial election. We'll have to wait to see if the judge in August sends the murdering grandmother to prison for any long period of time. The rest of her natural life is not too long.
What was the top charge against her?
Involuntary manslaughter.
Well, if she'd given a child fentanyl, it'd been different. Why not give her murder 2 charges or something?
I think that we need, that's the deals that were made during that 4 years. I think that we need a civilian judicial watch review committee. We need to establish a civilian judicial watch review committee so that we, the voters, will know who not to vote for when elections roll around.
Right.
We watch the courts. We put people in the courtrooms. We watch the judges. We look at the judges. We make keep records of what their sentences are. We keep records of how many continuances they allow, and see who the people they're allowing these, and lawyers that they're allowing these continuances for. Are these lawyers judge shopping? Absolutely.
Oh, sure.
They look for lawyers, look for judges. They wait to try to continue a case to get a judge that's going to be okay. It's kind of liberal. They do that. It's judge shopping. It happens all the time.
Yes, it does.
It needs to stop.
Well, I don't know. If I was the one in the hot seat, I'd want to be as judge.
Care.
Well, yeah, we have an overabundance of attorneys. Then we have an overabundance of lawyers. There's a difference. And
Yes, there is.
But there's an underabundance, I think, of judges. And so if we could somehow get more judges, I believe they still do night courts in large cities.
Here's your problem. They're going to tell you, and I agree with them to an extent. We have to have a full staff the clerk of court. It's got to be in session. They're going to have somebody working in each courtroom. You got to have bailiffs in each courtroom. You got to have security. Yeah. I mean, you got to have all sorts of extra stuff. And night court is a problem unless you got the jail right there where the courtroom is. Mm-hmm. We can drop them down a chute or something to get back in jail. Mm. It's difficult.
Yeah.
Walking them across the street from the jailhouse at nighttime is scary.
Yeah. Good point. Okay. I don't know what the answer is. That's a tough problem to try to figure out, other than what you're just saying. Let the citizens do it. I mean, the parole boards are made up of who?
You just get rid of them.
Well, I know you got to get rid of, well.
They need to go away.
But who makes them up? Are they made up of just normal citizens?
I don't know how normal they are. I'd like to know.
Okay.
Speaking about normal citizens, I just want to put it out real quick. The Jacksonville City Council is having a committee meeting today, 5:30. This is not for public comment. And I know a lot of people are putting out on social media to attend the meeting and have your say. This is not anything to do with public comment. This is the city council sitting down and working out discussion on HB 1038, which is the bill that was introduced, and on the agenda. So if you're planning to go to the meeting today to raise Cain or to publicly speak in a nice way, this is not the meeting for it.
This is a work session.
It's a workshop.
Yes, it's open to the public. There's
Yes.
nothing hidden. You just don't have comments when they're setting up their work session
Right.
to set up to see what they're going to do at the council meeting and how they're going to handle it.
And we have a commissioner meeting this morning at 11 a.m. You can watch that on G10.
And then you
Or
can
on
go
the
down there and
Facebook.
talk.
Or you can go down there public comment.
Yeah.
I think they should cut that from 5 to 3.
I think they should just let me have the whole time.
There is
They're gonna
one
have
person,
everybody.
the 5 minutes that that person speaks at every single meeting feels like 15.
I'm hoping that the county commissioners will take some advice that they got last week, 2 weeks ago. And that is to disable the comments on Facebook.
Yes, exactly.
No
That's
comments.
what I told some
on
of them.
live. There's no reason to have live comments.
No.
Play by play on Facebook from people who have. If you have something to say, and you go down there to say it, you have to tell them who you are.
That's right.
Yeah.
They don't need comments posted on Facebook from Susie B. Dumbum,
Well,
and then and you don't know where Susie B. Dumbum is.
Well,
She could
Redford,
be
what's
in
happening
South
is-
Korea.
you've got some people who are not, and I don't mean this badly, but are not educated as far as how the system works. Like the county does not do roads. The county does not build bypasses. The county does not, there's certain things that some people don't understand because they're not educated about it. That's what I mean.
You don't mean they're dumb, they're just not informed.
Exactly. So, but you'll have somebody that'll get in the comments and make a comment and directing it at certain commissioners because of a ruling that they had or comment they had.
You're wasting everybody's time when you do that.
And then other people jump into it, and then it gets really hateful in the comments. I
I
think
can
they should turn
understand
them off.
Just cut them off on Facebook. There's no reason at all to have those comments.
They did
open.
it one time, a long time ago. They did.
Then
They
why
had
did
cut them off.
They should always be cut off.
Well, that's my opinion, and
Yeah.
that's what I was suggesting to some. Y'all need to turn those comments off
There's-
because it just fuels the fire with some people.
and,
Gets ugly.
And when they're arguing among themselves about it, it's God. That just all it does is create hate and discontent,
Yes.
and then the next meeting is going to be even worse.
Well, my thing is for the people that don't understand, go to a meeting or watch the meetings,
Yes.
do it on a regular basis. You'll learn so much. Or email a commissioner and ask them why can't you all fix the potholes on this road that I live on? Let them explain it and educate yourself.
Mhm.
But it's just a crazy group of people on there.
You mentioned that I on Briar Neck. You see this? It simply says state.
Right.
State Highway Patrol or State Highway, and they're filling in the potholes with the
Right.
temporary fillings that they put in there. But it says state. So people don't know that the county, the city don't have a lot to do with the roads,
Right.
if anything.
The city has their roads. They do have roads in the city that they maintain.
Right.
All
They
the
don't
other roads,
maintain all of them though.
but that's what I'm saying. The rest of the roads are owned by the state, so the city does not do that.
Mhm.
But the county has no roads at all that they're responsible for. That is a state DOT thing. That's where some of your tax dollars go,
910-333-0139.
which I would love to see them
They
spend
don't
here.
have the guts to call us today.
Oh, give us a call. God, it's Monday.
How was everybody's weekend?
Monday.
Looking all the way out to the 60 nautical mile spot for the marine forecast here in Onslow Bay. The Onslow Bay is that little curvature there. It looks sort of like a moon when it's
Mhm.
carved out between Cape Lookout and Cape Fear. That is all Onslow Bay. High pressure has settled into the area, and that's bringing us these nice, pretty sky, and is bringing us some calm seas that will be calming down throughout the day. But there's another front that will cross the area on Thursday, bringing another round of higher winds and higher seas. You want to go offshore, do it before Wednesday. That means today or tomorrow. Wednesday morning, you might get a little ways out. Today, winds out of the south at 5 to 10, seas 2 to 4. Tuesday, south winds 10 to 15, seas 2 to 3. Wednesday, southerly winds 15 to 20 with gusts to 25 knots on Wednesday, particularly in the afternoon. Seas around 4 feet, likely going to be close together, making it pretty uncomfortable going into the afternoon.
Today, sunny with a high near 77, light southwest wind becoming south 6 to 11 miles per hour. Winds could gust as high as 18. Tonight, mostly clear with a low around 54. Tuesday, sunny with a high near 80, and Wednesday, a slight chance of showers, partly sunny with a high near 83. And I will say that the little bit of rain was almost a half inch. The drizzle, slow drizzle. My garden is so happy.
Yeah.
The plants are standing up. They're just
one
seeing.
tomato plants has already cleared the cage I got around it. Looking around our immediate area here, our ham radio guys are out and about. A good meeting on Saturday, by the way.
Yeah, it was.
Randy out there on his golf cart bright and early this morning. Well, it was early, but it wasn't bright when he got out there. In the southwest community, 41 degrees, 99% humidity, 30.09 inches of mercury. He said it was clear. Everybody had clear sky this morning. Over the weekend, 0.62 inches of rain. Lee, our buddy out there in Back Swamp, he was getting up this morning. He's getting ready to leave and go on another trip to the mountains. Said it was 42, 99% humidity, 29.86 inches of mercury, and 0.34 inches of rain over the weekend. Dale and Carol there in River Bend. Dale called in this morning, 43 degrees, 97% humidity, calm, and 0.52, a half inch of rain over the weekend. Our Lee, Lady Blue, right over here in the Woodlands, said it was 45 this morning when she called in, 88% humidity, 30.01 inches of mercury, calm, and 0.45 inches of rain over the weekend. Joe in the borough, but he wasn't in the borough this morning. He did check the weather conditions there, though. He's in Kernersville this morning, camping.
Kernersville.
Yeah, Kernersville.
Wow.
Got relatives and stuff out that way. 46 degrees. It was clear there. In the borough, they had 4.46 inches of rain. Brian, also in the borough, he said it was the winds were calm there, and he didn't have a rain gauge that was working. 49.8 degrees, 86% humidity, 29.74 inches of mercury. Our bud Ward, the Cedar Point, 57.07 degrees, 78% humidity, 30.14 inches of mercury, westerly, southwesterly winds at about 5.55 inches of rain. Here in the country club area at the studio was 46 degrees, 99% humidity, 29.84 inches of mercury, and holding pretty steady. And 0.25 inches in the rain gauge over the weekend. Didn't have a whole lot here, but had enough to make the garden a little bit happy. Vermont, one of the guys up there checking in this morning, 33 degrees and clear. Summerfield, Florida, 52 degrees. I think he's up in the Panhandle area, and
Nice.
Clear there too. Massachusetts, 38 degrees. Charles was over in Fredericktown, Pennsylvania. He had 48 degrees this morning. Kind of a heat wave there. So that's a look at what's going on in the other part of the area. Now, again, while we're on the weather, Wednesday is the first Weather Radio Wednesday of 2026. It's going to be held at the Richlands Piggly Wiggly store. And guess where that is?
Just down the road from me.
In Richlands.
Yes, sir.
It's going to happen on... What did you do?
She's doing
Piggy
throwing
wiggy.
animal noises.
You didn't make one of those squealy piggy
I still
squealy.
can't get over that one commercial that I used to hear all the time.
Oh, that was just absolutely awful.
Which one?
Terrible. Anyway,
Anyway,
on May 6th, that's Wednesday, is the first Weather Radio Wednesday. It's going to be at the Richlands Piggly Wiggly. WCTI puts it on. The WCTI crew will be there, and Donnie Cox and company. And he'll autograph your T-shirt if you wanted to.
Really?
He autographed my weather radio.
Oh,
a
your
couple
weather
years ago.
radio.
Yes, I had him
Yeah,
autographed back.
Donnie's a really nice guy, even though
He's
I
very
didn't,
nice.
didn't hire him. He applied one time. I didn't hire him.
I remember you saying that. He looks a lot younger.
He reminded me of that. I didn't know it.
He looks a lot younger in person than he does on TV.
Yeah. He was the Grand Marshal for the Richlands Christmas Parade last year.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
They were looking for
Go,
good weather.
Donnie. Go, Donnie.
But anyway, he'll be there. The amateur radio club members will be there. Don't know how many, but they'll be programming the radios.
Won't be
You
me.
go into the store, you buy one. Don't forget to get your batteries with it. It takes 3 AA batteries, and you need the batteries to get them programmed. And so they'll program them for you right outside the door, right under right under a little tent. Weather's looking pretty good for it. I don't think they'll have any rain.
No, we may have some. There's a 30% chance coming in late Wednesday afternoon into the evening, and then into Thursday. But they're already saying this morning that Thursday's starting to shift a little bit.
Yeah.
So
We'll see.
we'll see.
Speaking of shifting,
Shifty? Who's Shifty? I know a lot of shifty people.
Spirit Airlines.
Yeah.
How
Who?
about that?
You mean the ex?
The X
company
Spirit.
known as-
Yeah, I tell you.
They lost their spirit, didn't they?
Yeah.
Well, their spirits got consumed.
Yeah, God bless them. You know, they'd been
They
dealing
tried.
with filing bankruptcy for quite a while. And
They were in their second one,
Yes.
and
Well, they had a chance to merge with another low cost
fell through,
airline. I
yes.
forgot who it was, and
was it United?
I think Biden just shot that one down
Yeah.
himself.
well,
The president's office did.
United helped them out this weekend with their
Yeah.
travelers, which was
Well,
nice.
kept the rates the
Kept-
same.
Yeah, yeah.
Because they could spirit those who had tickets, and they were able to
I,
transfer them over or something.
and there was last week or the week before, I think there was talk that the president was saying, well, maybe the government will be able to help
No,
a little bit.
hope
And
not.
they said, well, they didn't, because the
I know.
transportation, he's secretary last night, said, we don't have just billions of dollars laying around to help out the airlines.
Yeah,
So
they would have considered it a loan, but you know what? They got on that company would have to do a major shift in their policies,
yeah,
their business plan to make it work.
The only problem I have with government helping out somebody like that is what about everybody else?
How
You're
about
going to
the-
do one, do them all.
How about the small companies?
That's right.
yeah.
We've had a lot of small companies here in Oslo County had issues.
That's
Did they
right.
get any bailout help?
No,
No.
None at all.
none. Zero. Zilch.
I-
And we're still trying to help the people in the western part of the state.
Yeah.
Well, those
You
are
know,
people.
I would like to, but what I'm saying is I'd like to see more money go there,
Oh,
not
absolutely.
going out an airline.
Well, I think, the employees, I mean, if you're a flight attendant and you're a pilot, you probably can hook on to another airline. But speaking of that, the worst airport I've ever flown into was in Newark. And they had 2 situations yesterday that happened in.
Really?
Yeah. One was a plane as it was approaching, coming in, clipped a pole that ended up hitting the bakery truck.
It was a box truck, and he was carrying bakery goods.
Yeah. And
the driver's okay. He was hospitalized, but he is fine.
and then they had another incident
got
at the
3
same
bullets.
airport, same airline company, United, with another rowdy
Yes, yes.
passenger tried to get into the cockpit.
Didn't he assault one of the
Yeah.
crew members, and then he tried to get into the cockpit?
Yeah.
And they had to turn around and go back. Yeah. I mean, people are crazy.
Prepare for a nosedive.
God.
Buckle up now. You hear?
Oh, it was 175 people, 6 crew members, and it.
And then there was one last week that was coming
Swinging a
into the
blackjack.
airport
Yeah.
and got hit by a drone. Did you see that one that got hit by the drone?
The airplane?
Pilot said, yeah, I think we just hit a drone. They said, what size was it? Well, we're not sure on the size, but it was red in color. But, that's dangerous. If the drone like that got sucked into the engine of a plane,
Mm-hmm. If birds do it, you don't want a piece of metal and blast
No,
it.
yeah. 910-333-0139. Give us a call and let us know what you did this weekend, what you had fun doing or what you had not fun doing. I know proms are out right now. Proms
Yes.
are going on right now.
Oh, I've seen the dresses.
I got a few things I want to say about that. I mean, great proms are wonderful fun. The kids get a taste of being all grown up, dressing up. But mothers, some of these gowns you're allowing your daughters to wear belong in a strip club, not a high school prom.
Well, maybe they can get a job.
Well, you know, if I ever walked out of the house looking like that, my mother would have snatched me by the head of my hair, by the hair of my head, on my head. Yeah, she would have snatched my tail back in that house. Some of these dresses do not belong at a high school prom. I mean, when they're barely covering a female's chest, and a female with a lot of chest, let's just say that, and slits all the way up to their yin yang. I just, is that appropriate? What's your opinion? Do you think it's appropriate for high school prom? For a 17, 18-year-old to be dressing like that?
Back when I was that age, probably. No, absolutely not. Just not right. It's just absolutely, and that's not just an old fogey speaking, or a father or a grandfather. I'm all of the above.
Right.
I just think it's, because when I was younger and doing commercial photography,
Right.
you ran into a whole lot of things, right?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I bet you did.
Yeah, stop. But it's
I didn't mean that.
and then a lot of models,
Right.
shots and whatever. But no, not when you're 18.
My granddaughter went to
17.
the senior prom, which I've still yet to figure it out, because if you have a senior prom, it used to be when I went. I'm a bicentennial graduate.
Right.
It was a senior prom. You didn't
That's
have
right,
senior.
prom. Mhm.
So you go your junior year, then you go your senior year. So you're getting two proms. And my granddaughter looked beautiful, and it was very, very beautiful gown.
I
But
think
it
you
was-
can be beautiful and elegant
She is. She
by not
looked-
showing a lot of skin. But some of the pictures I've seen on Facebook this past weekend, I was like, whew, how did that girl even bend over, without just coming out of the dress? I mean, and these young men, these poor young men, I just don't think there's a reason to show that much skin and body parts. You're high school students. Go out and enjoy your prom, but some of these young ladies look
they compete
like
with each other. You do know that, right?
some of them look like
That's
they
what
were
they're
vying
doing.
for the club. I don't know, but
No, they are.
But
They're competing with each other. I mean,
But I will say-
Susie's not going to wear. Let me show you. I can show a whole lot more than Susie can show.
obviously, but I will say that there were some beautifully dressed young ladies and men that I saw the pictures on social media. But like I say, the ones that stick out at you are the ones that are
Do it.
barely clothed.
The ones what?
That are barely clothed. Those are the ones you remember. But I don't know. I was brought up in a generation where you were taught to be a little bit more respectful.
Do we have a caller coming in this morning?
Yes, we're going to be getting a call from Mike Hughes, who's the director of the Greater Chamber, the Swansboro
Chamber
Chamber of Commerce.
Thank you.
Greater Chamber of Commerce.
That's right. Swansboro Greater Chamber of
area,
Commerce.
Greater area, whatever.
And he
Extends
wants to
beyond
talk
Swansboro
about the Joneslow Eats Saturday, the Salvation Army held the food cooking contest. And Mike was one of the judges, and it was great to see him.
I must say, I couldn't be there for commitments to the church, but y'all look good.
Thank
Y'all
you.
look good in the outfits.
We
Look
put a
good.
lot into our presentation.
The presentation, from what I saw on Facebook, that was a heck of a presentation.
My two partners in crime did that. My wife and my work wife. 2 hours a day she has to suffer.
Right.
My wife has to suffer 22 hours a day. So
She's the one that deserves the medal. Just
And
kidding.
I didn't get to obviously taste it. Your bisque looked good. Yeah.
Oh, he's
okay.
got some left over.
Yeah, it looked good.
Yeah, I will have to say I love being working with Robbie. She's the best, and we go through a lot extra. I don't think anybody else thrust their table once again this year, which is fine. You have that option.
All right.
But every year we love dressing the table. We love dressing our outfits and being and presenting a
You
team
do the
spirit.
dressing, unlike the prom queens.
Yes.
They do the undressing.
We had double dressing, but and we're just old. We're not going to. But we were all matching shirts, matching aprons, hats. Our table, we had changed it all up this year to a Hawaiian theme. We had a grass skirt. We had a little blinking lights, and we put a lot into it just to stand out. And we enjoy doing that.
Well, I remember when I was with the cable company and with the Chamber of Commerce, and I was in charge of the Taste of the Town. And we would actually, when we did it, had presentation awards like how the team here had set up for it, and then different categories of like appetizers, entrees, desserts, things like that. But yeah, best in show, because it takes a lot of work to do that stuff.
It does.
Other than this, set up a table and
There were 10 different groups, 10 different groups of people cooking, and presenting, right? And, and we were honored to be one of those 10.
Absolutely.
But it was interesting.
Yeah.
Well, and there was a variety of foods, and I went around to as many as I could, but you can only eat so much. And it was interesting, like I said. And we always enjoy giving. We put a lot of money between Rayford and Robbie and myself. We put a lot of money into our both and what we're doing. And then we give also.
Right.
And I think Robbie was the biggest giver Saturday, but we spend our dollars there as contributions.
She brought a lot of stuff at the silent auction.
She didn't mess with me on that one.
No, she didn't.
No, because I gave her the look.
Yes.
I said, look, I'm leaving all your others alone. This is the one I want. And I give her the side eye. No, but she's great too. She's fun to auction with because she'll sneak out on you in a heartbeat. She'll go around that table at the last 30 seconds and she's good at it.
Let me tell you what happened.
She's good.
Robbie walked out the door and Lee didn't see her walking out the door. Didn't see her leaving. She looked around. This was near the end. She looked around. Where's Robbie? I said, she just went out the door. She what?
That's right. I went flying out the door. I said, she's out to beat me again.
She ran over 2 little kids and pushed 3 guys out of the way. One of them was wearing crutches.
Yes.
And so, but anyway, she got out there to make sure Robbie wasn't bidding against her.
Oh, yeah. I said, she's what? And I went running out there. But, we put a lot into it, but we do it for the cause.
Sure.
And we enjoy doing it.
Actually.
And there were some new faces this year, which was nice.
Yeah.
Some new judges, which was nice. Mike McHugh was one of the judges, and he wrote an excellent story and put it on the Chamber's Facebook page if you get a chance to go look at his pictures. But he will be calling in sometime this morning to talk about it.
Well, the reason I couldn't be there, our church was doing a reverse raffle drawing to raise money to repair the home that our priests live in.
Good, nice.
And you're talking about the silent auction. Kathy belongs in that group with you and
The sneaky crowd.
Well, it wasn't so much sneaky. Well, she just wasn't going to get beat. That's the bottom line is she was not going to get beat. So she would go there, and she had her name on. I think there was a total of 10 items, and she had her name, I think, on 7 of them. Mm-hmm. Starting the bids on them, and
sounds like Robbie.
Yeah, and then so and she would
This was one of mine from the basket I got. Go ahead, Chris.
Oh, well, that's fine. That's nice.
Okay.
We got one of those too. It was a Kathy. One of the ones she won was a Missions Barbecue gift basket.
Nice.
But so she was spending more time looking over there and waiting to see if someone was. So as soon as this other gentleman kept out, bidding, Kathy would walk by. So then she assigned me that duty. All right, you start going over there and up the bid on it. And
You want to watch a bidding war? Watch Kelly and Robbie.
Yeah.
Oh my!
Those two right there, they're fierce competitors. Fierce.
I got into one of those little things, and coastal conservationist group, I think it was, whatever meeting I was at, and I went around. There was something I wanted, so I put my bid down there, and I bid fairly high. Actually, instead of going up a little bit at a time, I just went up to what I was going to pay for it, and then I stood there. I was the intimidator.
Intimidation.
Oh.
Total intimidation, and that's what I was there for.
Mm-hmm.
And I got it.
Well, Kathy got 2 of what she wanted, and she was happy with them.
I tell you, that was the first time I've ever bid on a silent auction. Usually I don't mess with them.
Yeah.
But I was really into the giving mode, for the Salvation Army, and wanted to do more. Bought a lot of tickets, passed some out to friends, and of course kept some for us. And then did silent auction, But everyone was such a giving spirit. It's nice.
The only, I got to tell this story. So usually I'm the MC for our church at these reverse raffles,
Right.
where you're winning $10,000, but you're bidding on items, not the silent auction, but bidding on them.
Right.
And two events previous to this one Saturday night, I was emceeing, and Kathy is sitting right in front of me in the front row.
Right.
And so I'm trying to get the money up because it's a fundraiser for the school. And Kathy's going, I bid $800.
What?
800.
Well,
Yeah, that's what I was doing as I'm doing it. Okay, I got 8. Do I hear 850? 850. Someone give me 850. Here's 850. 850. Yeah, 850 over here. Kathy goes, 900. I was like, okay, Doug, someone give me, please give me 950.
You were the MC. You could have just very well said when somebody bid it over her, the next one to go, bid's over.
We were trying to raise money, and she's sitting in front of me, and it's so hard to do. When I went, do I hear 1,000? And she went, please, somebody. But it's these things are fun.
Yes, they are fun.
They're very fun.
I've been to a lot of auctions, outright auctions of stuff.
Yeah.
That you could buy, but by the time you got to the top bid, you could buy them cheaper at the store.
I will say, Rayford, too, that some of those people owe us a thank you, because when the door prizes were given out last year, usually you and Robbie rake them in, door prizes. They always go. But see, our tickets were never put into the bucket like they were supposed to be. And I was told, we'll take care of your tickets. And guess what? They didn't get in there. So just say thank you. Thank you to us for y'all getting your door prizes, because they have the best luck. I don't care where we're at. If they put their name in something, their ticket is always drawn. It's the craziest thing I've ever seen.
You're talking about Rayford and Robbie?
Yes.
Well, when football season comes around this year, and the school, Jacksonville's doing their raffles and the 50-50 and stuff. Yeah.
I would love to be drawn for that, because I'd turn around and give the money back to the school.
Well, last year they did. Mm-hmm. Most of the people that won it gave it back to that organization or club, the swim club or whatever. So, speaking of which, the lacrosse team has 2 away matches.
They're Northside and Swansboro.
Yeah, and
Swansboro tomorrow night, Northside Thursday.
Yeah, and then it's playoff bound time.
Right.
So, kind of tough. Keeping in touch with the coaches over there about that.
Well, I got inside scoop of one of the parents. You know which one.
Well, no,
gives me the schedule.
We can mention them. We can mention. I checked on Robert Keith's.
Yes.
Wife,
Yvonne,
she's doing good, and
she is.
I wish the Cardinals the best.
Yes,
go Cards.
Yeah,
I tell you, all the schools, they're all shining. With these spring sports and stuff. I mean, baseball, soccer, still playing soccer, lacrosse. They're doing very, very well.
There are all sorts of bizarre and important news things that are happening. I got one story. It's beyond belief.
Oh, beyond belief.
Not even sure how it could happen. And it really ticks me off that some evil person did what he did.
Oh, my.
Some people just need killing.
Oh, my.
That's the bottom line.
Okay.
Please find a reason that I should not feel this way. But first, give me a minute and then you can speak up. The person at the top of my list today is the non-human guy who put rat poison in baby food jars in parts of Europe. Oh, yeah, go ahead.
No, just go ahead and do it.
HIP, a Germany-based organic food, a baby food maker, said Saturday that a man has been arrested in connection with jars that have been contaminated with rat poison in Austria, Slovakia, and the Czech Republic. The guy, who's 39 years old, is currently being questioned by authorities. I'd be glad to do the questioning. 5 tainted jars were pulled from shelves in Austria, the Czech Republic, and Slovakia before anyone consumed them, but authorities believe at least one more contaminated product could still be out there.
It's a shame.
The investigation began April 18th after poisoned baby food was discovered in one jar purchased from a supermarket in Austria. Forensic testing confirmed that it was rat poison. It had been mixed into the jar. HIP recalled all of its baby food jars from Spar supermarkets in Austria, while retailers in Slovakia and the Czech Republic cleared the brand from their shelves. Why is the question. Turns out that the manufacturer got blackmail messages demanding money, threatening that large numbers of their baby food products would be poisoned if they didn't get paid. Police in several countries began an investigation and were able to locate the man they say is responsible. Seems he was likely convinced to give complete details of what he did. That's how they found where the baby food jars were. The techniques used to convince him to talk were not revealed. So now I ask you, have you come up with any reason that folks like that need to waste taxpayer dollars to be kept alive?
No. I really don't like to say it that quick, but no. I mean, he will never be productive in society. Obviously, he hasn't been before. He's 39 years old, did I say? 31, 39, whatever it was. He's in his 30s. He's a nothing. He's useless. And he poisoned baby food jars, and we don't know how many. They know of 5. They think 6. But he probably hasn't told them the truth. No. Yeah, I wouldn't speak for any of our viewers or listeners, but I think even Charlie would say, quick.
Well, Charlie would do it right away.
Yeah. And
I cannot think of any reason. He's admitted he did it. Any reason.
which brings up the if you are accused of something and you admit, yes, I did it, why is there going to be a delay in the
Oh no, this afternoon let's do it.
Yeah, you just jump to the front of the calendar.
When what do you think they used to do in the Old West?
Oh.
Just try them and hang them at noon.
Yeah, build a scaffold.
Yeah, they're starting to better hurry up.
Yeah, that's that story's not good on any day, but I tell you, that's a bad way to start the week.
I've got one. I got one. I want you to look up the name, Rayford, when you get a chance, because I do believe I've seen this face before on the blotter here in Onslow County.
You got a case here, story here.
Yes, I do. That's the name right there. The middle name is up above, and I just found out.
Well,
This is involving a 22-year-old Jacksonville man who's facing multiple charges, including a felony involving a minor following an incident at a local hotel parking lot. According to arrest warrants issued by the Jacksonville police, Carl Walker was arrested Sunday in connection to an incident that occurred May 2nd at the Roadway Inn and Suites parking lot. Records allege Walker exposed himself in a public place in the presence of others, including a minor. A second count of indecent exposure involves another individual who was present at the time. In addition to the exposure charges, Warrants state that Walker was involved in a crash in the same parking lot that caused damage to the property, specifically fencing, and then left the scene without providing required information. Investigators said he knew or should have known he was involved in the crash. He's charged with felony indecent exposure involving a minor, misdemeanor indecent exposure, and misdemeanor hit and run causing property damage. But he is in jail right now, currently without bond.
What's his age?
22.
Okay. He has no criminal convictions in North Carolina,
Okay.
felony convictions in North Carolina. Do a little bit more.
Yes.
Just the face and the name. I just thought maybe he'd been arrested before, not long ago, within the year.
Well, while Rafer's looking that up, one of the things that's somewhat criminal, but it's not against the law, which is price gouging. I was talking to a member of our parish yesterday, and unfortunately, his father requires premium gas in his vehicle. He paid over $5 a gallon for it, and I know some states have frozen the gas tax that the state puts on gas, and why the state of North Carolina has yet to even mention considering doing that.
Well,
during this time,
it's the gas tax is per gallon. The state hasn't increased the gas tax per gallon, right? You just pay more. You just pay more
You're paying
because
more.
you're paying more for gas,
right? Yeah.
Which is, maybe it should be up to 2 gallons. You pay whatever the gas tax that they've said on it is. Anything over 2 gallons, you don't pay any tax on it.
Right.
If you pump it at the same time, you only pay for the first 2 gallons tax on it.
Right.
Something like that. That would be fair. That would be understandable and easy, kind of easy to do.
Well, I mean, from what I read this morning, as we were prepping for the show, and I looked at what's going on in the Strait of Hormuz, and I think the president has said he's going to start having the U.S. escorting
Yes.
tankers through the straits,
And
that
and Tehran says if you do, the ceasefire's off.
well, which brings up the interesting thing that now Congress is now saying they want, they need, and they should be more involved if there's going to be any military action, because the 60 days or the 90 days, I think,
60 days.
yeah, that he has to do it without any congressional approval is about it.
The argument that they're having is that, but they haven't been fighting for all of those 60
Right.
days.
Right.
And so the government is saying we weren't at war because it's not a declared war. We weren't doing a wartime activities for all of those 60 days. So we get to extend it for each day that we were not doing it. That's their argument.
I just,
You're like, whatever.
I still, in my research shows we here on the East Coast, in the southeastern part of the United States and along the East Coast, we don't get or use that much oil or gas from Iran.
No.
We don't.
So what's the problem?
They're saying gas prices are going to continue to climb until
Yes.
this is settled.
And
They
why?
are, but because of what I said, price gouging.
That's
I'll call it like it is. The local people that
It's not
own
just
them.
local people, it's the other people that control the prices.
Right.
The prices are not controlled in Jacksonville. It is kind of funny that when one particular store, a big box store, runs their prices down to whatever, then there will be within an hour on that same block one other store on the 17, just down the street, just a little bit, up the street a little bit. There will be another store that will reduce theirs at the same time. They all somehow are intermingled. I think they got spies on each location.
I think they all belong to the same country club.
Ted,
there's
run
that
down the
too.
street and see what the Circle K's gas is at before we set ours.
I mean, when you go from a station, I'm just going to use example on Gum Branch Road, you're paying $4.19, and you drive a mile and a half, 2 miles further down, and it's $3.79.
It's so irritating. That is so irritating.
That's where I'm going with the price gouging.
Right.
And I understand, Ray, for what you're saying, that
What-
it's higher up. But then when
Yeah.
it gets down to this lower level where
They do it on a low level too. They compare. And when all the prices were jumping around all over the place, back in the days when I was in the media, we would always do stories on it, and we'd run out and compare every go gas in the region.
Mhm.
And we found out that they varied. They get their gas from the same
Yep.
tanker, right?
Yep.
And then, but as it turns out, what they did, and one of the ex-employees said they compared prices on the block. If so-and-so was getting $4 a gallon, we could sell ours for $3.98 a gallon, and we were selling it for $3.79 a gallon, but we could sell it for $3.98 a gallon and still beat them.
Mm-hmm.
But if they lowered theirs, then we always lower ours. As long as we are just below whoever the highest guy is in the immediate region, then we're okay. That's the way they looked at it.
Sis, go ahead.
No, I'm sorry, Lee. You go ahead. please.
It's what I don't get, like what Chris said. Oil prices are shaped by OPEC decisions based on geopolitical tensions,
Yes.
financial markets, and more. No single player calls the shots. But why? How do you judge if you're part of those players? How do you judge? Let's raise the price on gas. We had a listener right now that just said it cost him $94 to fill up for 20 gallons. He drives a V8 truck. 20 gallons, $94 he spent. I spent $67 just last week filling mine up. And prices are getting, I'm going to have to start claiming mileage on some of mine. Shoo.
There's a lot of people now that I see riding with some kind of sign on their car that makes it a tax write-off.
Yep.
Can I put a Uber sign on mine and just?
Yeah, you're going to get in trouble with that.
That
No,
one,
I wouldn't do
yeah.
that anyway. I wouldn't be an
Because you
Uber
have to have a
driver.
permit.
Nothing in.
Do ride
Well, we
shares.
all know that.
And
But
the
I'm
lights.
just kidding. Can we just put one on there and claim we are?
Why don't you put Acme Real Estate?
I'm fine with.
Acme Fireworks.
I'm fine with nothing on my truck, though. I did order a USA 250th anniversary little thing to go on the window. So.
But I mean, I understand and realize how hard it is now for people. I mean, it's easy to say you don't need to drive, but you do. We're no longer that small area where you could walk to the store or somewhere you want to go to and just walk.
It's not safe to be out walking anymore.
Besides the safety issue, I mean, there was
Right.
yesterday, I think it was on Piney Green and Old 30, 20 something
Green,
thousand. There was
I think
there
that
was
happened.
three.
Didn't that
three
happen
poles.
Saturday night, early Sunday morning, something
I
like
think
that?
two
And-
different accidents. 3 poles went down.
Down
and
on Piney Green somewhere.
Yeah.
Right.
Piney Green and
Right there
Old
near
30.
Webb Apartments.
Yeah, and they were out. I mean, they were out for a long time.
Yeah, 2 different
But-
wrecks, and one of them took out a power pole, and yeah, even yesterday they were still repairing that.
But to go back to where you could walk and feel safe walking to areas, you can't do that anymore.
Well, what am I
Right.
going to do? I'm going to go to the grocery store, and how am I going to get my groceries home? Steal their car?
Yeah,
Well, some people do,
That's
but
the
no,
way
you're
that-
not going to do it.
That's the
You're
way.
not.
That's the way people do it.
Yeah.
If they're going to be walking, they're not going to lug those groceries home.
No.
You find those carts in the ditches all over the place.
Oh yeah. It's
Used to have in Wilmington have a guy from I think it was the Wilson's food chain when they had them.
mm-hmm.
They had a pickup truck, and they would go around the whole area, around the area, and pick up their carts. They would find
Wow.
them abandoned in front of people's houses.
Here you go, 18 hours ago. Thank you to all our members for your patience and kindness as we replaced 3 poles on Piney Green this morning. All outages have been restored.
Yeah.
And thank goodness it was a cool day. Not stifling hot at home with no electricity.
Oh yeah, it was nice. It was a nice day yesterday, but again, so when we're trying to figure out our bills for the month, yeah, one thing that I never did, and I'm good at budgeting, but I never really budgeted for gas.
Nope.
Did everything else, food, your insurance, your house, things like that, but never really thought about the gas issue until just now.
It wasn't that significant.
No. And now kind of, it doesn't really tie in a whole lot with COVID, but you remember people when COVID happened, you started seeing a lot more people working at home.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm not so sure that that's not a solution to.
Now, here's the problem with all of what we would do to save money. The state of North Carolina and other similar states that have a tax on gasoline. What are you going to do to keep the highways maintained? What about the DMV? What are you going to do about the DOT workers going out there to repair the roads that have to be repaired? Because the tax money that comes from that sales tax or the tax on gasoline, that's what it goes to repair the roads.
Well, so
actually, right now they should have a surplus, should they not?
A surplus
of money coming in, tax money that's been coming in since the price of gasoline is so much higher. Either have people stop driving as much, or are they still using as much gasoline? If they're using as much gasoline overall, then the state of North Carolina should be filthy rich.
Well, they should, because
I left the word out there, but
I know what word you're saying. But you're right. They should, because let's see, April 15th, everybody had to pay them some money.
Yeah, buddy.
But we're still the only state in the country that don't have a budget.
Yeah, buddy. We're real smart, aren't we? The other thing that gripes me about y'all gonna get me going on taxes, aren't you? You're working on my blood pressure.
No.
When we talk about electric bills,
I wasn't
that's even worse.
I just paid mine $117.10.
Brat.
I wasn't trying to, but I mean,
Right.
Here I have a very hard issue with when tax season comes around, and then I'll let you go ahead and give it to me. And then the tax season comes around and you owe the United States government, or you owe the state of North Carolina money. They want it. You don't give it. They charge you what?
Interest.
When you get money owed to you, by then what happens?
Oh, they just give it to you whenever they want to.
Thank you. Now go get them.
In fact, during the entire year previous, when you were paying this money in, they should be paying you interest on all the money that you paid in up until the time April 15th rolls around.
I like that.
Hello.
Keep going.
Hello. Now, you remember back at one time, you were in the service industry a bit. You didn't charge sales tax on service calls. You didn't charge for service. You didn't charge sales tax on labor at the gas station. You just paid for the parts. Or at the marinas where you got your boat worked on. You didn't pay sales tax on that stuff, right?
Right.
They suddenly started charging you sales tax on all of that stuff. State mandated. What did the state do with all that extra money?
Well, our former governor went to New York and other states to get ready to run for the Senate.
Yeah, money to raise money for. Yeah, but what happened? We should have been filthy rich. Do you know the amount of money that is generated from the sales tax on the services, not just the products that they sold, but the services?
Yeah.
First of all, you go to a boat place to get your boat fixed, your motor fixed, or to a car dealer. Most of the money's in the repair bill, the manual labor. You got a headlamp replaced, you're going to pay $150 to get it replaced.
Yes.
plus the sales, plus the
tax.
And at one time, the only thing you paid sales tax on was the cost of that lamp. Now you pay sales tax on $150 it costs to replace that lamp, or
Well,
whatever the charges are.
Lee brought up power, so I'm gonna go there.
There we go.
I have nothing bad to say.
No, well, I don't really either.
I want an extension cord running from your house.
I'm on the equal billing, so that the end of whatever my period is, they either owe us or we owe them. Most of the time, we end up owing them a little bit. Mm-hmm. But I have a problem with what's called usage fee. It's a set fee. And there's only 2 power companies here.
Yep.
This one doesn't have anything to do with the name of any college included in their name. So you can figure out which one it is.
It took me a minute.
Okay, good. What? You got it. Okay.
I get it.
It's not state and it's not Carolina. Tobacco Road. A usage fee.
Mm-hmm. What are you using?
You pay a usage fee for everything, though.
Not everything.
Go look at your cable. There's a fee on there, which could be same thing, usage fee.
Well, this just says
water, sewage, everything. They just name it differently.
Well, this.
Let me see what mine is.
Flat says usage fee $35. Now I got it. I mean, even if I'm not cooking, if I'm not vacuuming,
Well, quit cooking and cleaning. And
I love to clean. I love cleaning house, but
what you doing later?
Huh?
You can stay here.
Let's see.
Well, I mean, cleaning baseboards and stuff, I don't use no power or anything like that. Cleaning windows, I don't do it. But when I'm doing the mini blinds or vacuuming and stuff,
I mean, you can do it. You can do it here if you like it so much.
It's going to use up your electricity, and then you're going to get mad at me.
No, you don't. You don't need it. You said that. You've already said that.
What?
Well, no, when I vacuum.
Okay, we can do that. We got rechargeable batteries.
Whitney's calling. We have Whitney on the
phone. One of my favorite young ladies.
Absolutely.
Who was
she's going to be a really good county commissioner.
She is going to be.
Guess where she was.
I'm going to tell you what.
She gets who she brought with her.
I'll say it again. Every single function around this town, she's been at it. She's been to meetings. She's been all workshops. She's committed to this.
I knew she was round, get her.
Good morning, Whitney.
I got dressed this morning because it's going to be a busy day today too.
Yes,
we're good.
Where are we going to find you today?
Well, he'll find me at the county commissioners meeting at 11, and then I am going to be at City Hall this evening.
Good for you.
One of the things that I find useful in this is attending the municipality meetings.
It's a good way to learn.
Keep everyone informed on what's going on and all that. But I had to laugh about y'all's fees. One of my favorite one is Spectrum. They charge me a payment processing fee, and I pay it online.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't use one of their. But $10 they charge the business account for processing my payment.
Yeah.
Yep. That's what I'm saying. It's all a different
but
thing.
if I don't pay them on time, I have to pay a $10 late fee. So
yes.
there's no. So I either pay them $20 to process my payment, or $10 to process my payment. So I don't know. There's a fee literally for everything.
I gotta say that when I take my vehicles, or my vehicles are taken to Whitney's business, everything it's black and white. It's all explained, and all the charges are reasonable.
Yep.
And there's no hidden cost. And I think that's that they're hiding these costs under different names.
That's what I'm
other
telling
businesses. But you looked at yours. What does yours say? A usage fee?
I already closed it out, but I did notice because in February, I think it was due on the 4th, and I paid it like on the 6th.
Oh.
$2.14 late fee, and I'm like, yeah. I mean, really? I guess it's based on the number of days you're late. I mean,
well, it's Okay, so having been there,
and then even with the streaming services, I mean, they used to be cost effective, and that's why everybody switched to them from cable. But
that's what I did.
I mean, I signed up with Hulu at $9.99 a month, and I think now it's $89 or $99. It's something like that, and it's like at that point, I might as well just get Spectrum TV.
That's what I ended up doing. I went back to Spectrum, Whitney,
went up
because
Netflix used to be $5.
Yes.
What channels I watch, and because if you there's a particular channel you want, maybe Hulu doesn't carry that, so you have to get a different subscription to get that one channel you want. And by the time you add up all the subscriptions, you might as well just go back.
By the way, one company owns all of those subscription services.
It's just ridiculous.
That's a rumor I just started, but it sounds pretty good, doesn't it?
Well, yeah. Well,
there you go. We'll go with it.
So to answer your question,
chances are it's probably some other company anyways, so there might be a little truth into that.
Well, to answer your question, Lisa, how it's done is your bill is divided by 30 days, divided by 24 hours, divided by what your bill is, and then so your credit is like 10 cents. If you say you were out for an hour, it comes then.
It's not even worth calling them unless it's been a week.
Well, back in the old days, it was. You'd get me.
Mm-hmm.
But
yeah, because my dad used to call you all the time.
Yes, I know.
Chris got me this, and Chris got me that.
It's calling being customer friendly.
I also want to give y'all a shout out for this past weekend, though, on Saturday. Y'all's table looked really nice, and it was all festive and crowd encouraging with the lays and just interactive, and we won't even talk about the crab bisque. That is hands down. Yeah.
Hey,
hands down, very good.
What I thought was funny was one child of yours did not eat seafood.
No.
Until Saturday night.
Really?
Saturday. Until Saturday afternoon.
We will go to a seafood restaurant, and he will order a hot dog or a hamburger.
He was converted.
My daughter is very spoiled rotten, and but if you're gonna eat it, I'll pay for it if you're gonna eat it. And she crab, shrimp, lobster, oysters, clams, a whole nine, whatever it is, throw it at her, she'll devour it. But you got both of my kids.
Wow.
One, I knew you were going to get to eat the crab bisque. That wasn't a question. But when you won the other one over, that was like, dang. Now that's award winning right there, because a picky kid just ate that.
Wow.
So, but yeah, it was very good, and I think the rainy day helped with all the comfort foods there too.
Yeah, they're not the first ones to be converted. We've had a number of people all 4 years to have come up and say, "I don't eat seafood." One lady thought it was something else. I mean, the sign is posted there with all the ingredients and everything in it, because I have to do that. But she came up, she saw it, she said, I'll take some of that. So she did, and she came back, she said, "Can I have some more?" And she was a nice little lady. And I said, "Absolutely." So I gave her another cupful. And she said, "What is in this?" And I told her, she said, "I don't eat seafood." I said, "Yes, you do now." And she said, "This is good." So she thought it was she thought it was some kind of a chicken something or another, until she read the note.
I kind of like, because some people don't even like fish, and it's like, do you not like fish, or do you not like how it was cooked when it was given to you?
That's it. There's so many ways you could cook and screw up fish.
Correct.
I've got Whitney help me with this, because I thought I read or heard, talked to somebody. Didn't you just recently win or get recognized for an achievement in towing?
No, I did go up to Guilford Technical College.
That's it. Yeah.
I was asked to be a judge for Skills USA for the state competition side. So we went up there, and that was an impressive facility, and they had every category covered. There was actually some schools from Onslow County up there for other things than what I was there for. I was there on the collision side. But we did have representation from Onslow County up there for Skills USA. So that was a lot of fun. I was geeking out over it. It was so much fun. I was in my element doing my thing, and that's that's just one of the things I do. And while I was at the other day at the Jonesboro thing, Mr. Shannon was there, and I was able to pull him off to the side and was able to have my dad go and tour the collision side. And that's just one of those things that I love to do, like as far as like with the children and stuff like that. One of the teachers over there, Mr. Whaley, I work with him throughout the year, and there's different things that I'll do, or, you know, anytime they call upon me, I'm there. And they have a job fair actually on the 26th of May. I have another engagement that I have to try to juggle with this whole campaign thing. So I'm gonna figure it out, but I'm probably start there and end the other one. Yeah. So, but that's something that I typically don't miss. And it's really cool because they'll have all the trades that go out. They'll have their own little graduation ceremony separate of their cap and gown. So that way, that's when they're presented their certificate of completion on that side. And these kids are graduating with industry recognizable certifications that my employees have, or that my employees have to maintain every couple of years. So they can go straight into the workforce. So they'll have like a job fair type deal where these kids will go and graduate, and they can also speak to different vendors of local businesses in the community. So that way it helps with employment post-graduation. And it's just an impressive facility. And I have 2 local talent that finished out that program that are currently employed with me. One's been there for 6 months, and one is getting ready to hit 2 years.
Very good.
All right. Yeah, I just got to say, and then I don't want to keep you, but Whitney was one of the very first women wrecker drivers.
Oh yeah.
To scene of scenes of accidents and things. That's very,
Yeah, that was a whole ordeal back in the day. 18 years old.
And now a lot of the guys are looking up to her, going, "I wish I was."
Yeah.
So you're a good egg, Noonan.
She's Supergirl.
Yeah.
Yep.
And she's
Not
able,
enough time in the day to do it all.
she's able to keep her daddy under control too.
That's the hardest job.
I'll give me a second.
He said something. He said, "How are you going to go run for county commissioner and do this and that?" I said, "I'd rather have the 213,000 bosses to work for you. It would be so much easier."
Ouch.
A few years
He's
ago.
a tough one, but it's just because he expects that, you know, he wants quality. He wants the best job, you know.
A few years ago, I was making arrangements for Charles and that's Daddy.
Yeah.
Charles and said he wanted to go diving, so we were setting up to arrange to take the trip down to Bon Air back in 2022. And I walked in there one day, and I'll never forget. John, her brother, said, "You're not telling them they can't go with you, are you?" And I said, "We were planning on them being gone for 2 weeks. You got to. We will pay you to take them."
Mm-hmm.
I got cracked up. He was like, "Oh no, you're not telling them they can't go, are you?"
Yeah.
I've been blessed to know.
No, we're getting ready to ship him off. He's going to the Philippines for 3 weeks next month. We're counting down the days.
Yeah, I heard. He's going to come back. I don't know.
I've been blessed to know the family for a long, long time, going back to Charles's daddy. God rest his soul. And they did something that I can't do, and that is go offshore fishing, which I know is going to bring up the weather forecast. But
I'm getting ready to go again. I've got a couple of invites now. And one of them has to be your daddy.
It's fun time and it's good eating.
And then one of them is your daddy. He invited me the other night to go. Coming up this month.
If they would just go,
well, he has a guy that he uses out in Atlantic Beach, Captain Byron.
Yeah.
And he says that they don't go fishing. If you're with Captain Byron, you go catch him. Yep.
Well, if the offshore is 1 mile, I'm there.
Anything else is a state of mind. I'll tell you, I can keep you from getting seasick.
We'll work on it.
Well, Whitney, try to behave yourself at the commissioners meeting.
Whitney.
And take your eye drops with you.
Oh my gosh, I know I have them.
The story she has from the last meeting is so funny.
Brittany, do not listen,
so
except to
bad.
take your eye drops with you. Do not listen to her about behave yourself, okay? I'll give you your cues if you want.
Maybe you should
tell you
sit
what
up
we'll do.
front
We'll-
next to Mayor Pete.
No,
Yeah.
what I'm going to do is I'm going to put. I'll give you an earbud, and you can listen to me. I'll be watching, and I'll tell you what to do.
Well, I've sat near her. I've sat near her because Kathy and I would be doing a presentation.
Oh, it was
but
so bad. My eyes were dry, and
Lord.
so I was using the sleeve of my sweater to just like pat the corner and like kind of itch it, but not really. And then I guess whatever material my sweater was like boom, and my eyes went like inflamed.
Oh
It
God!
went from 1 to 2 dry eyes. They were super red. I couldn't see. It was a whole hot mess. And I was sitting in the front. I was like, oh my gosh, I need to move because Lord knows.
I was curious why our sheriff was watching her.
You have to hear the complete story. She had me in tears. I was laughing so hard. It was so, I mean, I felt bad for you, but your story is just, it was great.
I know.
It was just-
Everybody was like, what is going on? And like, then we had a like recess, and they were like, oh my gosh, it was just a whole hot mess. So I do have my dry eyes because this weather in North Carolina doesn't know what it's doing.
Mhm.
So we have to plan for it, not the other way around. So I have all of the good things, and that will never happen again because that was a whole hot mess.
I can give you a little bottle of stuff to take with you anytime you got drunk. What do y'all get?
I don't know everything
Yeah,
you say.
we
I
know
have a
about your
bottle.
bottle. Mhm.
That you can take with you that will get you all the tears you need right away.
Give her all the tears she wants.
She wants some tears, right?
Yeah.
Pepper spray.
I
It
knew
clears your
I knew it.
sinuses and your eyes will run.
I knew you
And
were
people will
going.
get away from you.
I knew you were going.
But
Well, we'll see.
all
You.
right, well, I'm gonna let y'all go. I gotta go get my triple shot of espresso and then get this day rolling.
You're going to need it.
Lord have
Good
mercy.
luck.
Have a
All
good
right.
day.
Bye, Whitney.
If you need
Bye.
backup, holler.
All right. Have a blessed day.
Okay. Bye.
She is going to be a fireball.
Oh
on that
my
county
goodness.
commission.
Yes, she.
I think so too. And I do admire the fact that she made it through the primaries, no problem.
Mhm.
But she's still going. She's
Oh,
still
yeah.
going. She's still
Well,
campaigning.
she's got a campaign.
And
she's got a race.
She actually goes to the
I
meetings.
know that.
And
It's
in
learning.
the past, how many candidates have we seen do that?
Well, in city council, some of them didn't even show up after they were elected. They lived in another state, looking out
Oh, my
all the
God.
way out to the 60 nautical mile spot for the marine forecast here in Onslow Bay. High pressure has settled into the area, and that's bringing some calm seas. But there's another front that's going to cross this area on Thursday, bringing another round of higher winds and seas. Want to go offshore? Do it by Wednesday morning. No later than Wednesday morning. Winds today, so out of the south at 5 to 10, seas 2 to 4. It's a nice day tomorrow, a very nice day. 10 to 15 knot winds out of the south again, seas 2 to 3 feet. Wednesday, dicey in the afternoon. Southerly winds in the morning, 15 to 20 with gusts to 25. Seas around 4 feet. Likely going to be a little bit close together and probably getting bigger as the afternoon moves on, making it a pretty uncomfortable ride going into the afternoon. Bumpity, bumpity,
Wow,
bumpity,
yeah.
bumpity.
Boom, boom. Today, sunny with a high near 77. Tonight, mostly clear with a low of 54. Tuesday, sunny with a high near 80. And Wednesday, a slight chance of showers. Partly sunny, high near 83.
And I think we're still waiting.
Michael, where's
McHugh.
Michael? Michael should be calling.
Mike's-
Wake up, Mike. Get your coffee.
Yeah.
Let's go.
During the witch hunting efforts by members of Congress last week, one of the overpaid members wanted War Secretary Pete Hegseth. If he said, if the United States military, y'all got proof that narcotics were aboard those recent high-speed boats that refused to stop as they made their way across the Caribbean towards the United States, and we blew them to smithereens? Did you have proof there was narcotics on board? Pete, good boy, Pete. Even though the congressman took long enough to pose the question with his side comments that his time amazingly ran out, Pete knows enough broadcast stuff. He knows enough to operate on deadlines. He responded something to the line, "We're at war with all terrorists. We declared war on them. We're at war with all terrorists and drug operations, and the cartels have been declared terrorist organizations. Whether drugs are on board the boats or not, it doesn't matter. They're our enemy, and we kill them. If they don't stop, we kill them. That's what we do when we're at war." Kudos to Pete. The question was posed like a defense attorney would do in a trial. But we're not in a trial to prove that terrorists are smuggling drugs. That's a known entity. It's established. It's a fact of life. The primary part of this operation is to apprehend or kill terrorists. They don't want to be captured, and they prefer to take their chances. I'm betting that if we did catch a few, they would all tell us they didn't even know anything had happened to the other terrorists who tried to make the drug runs. I've seen operations in that part of the world.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. They don't talk to each other. The boat operators don't talk to each other. They don't know from day to day what's going on. You must know that these guys are not the sharpest knives in the drawer either. They don't hire the sharp people to do this.
Expendable people.
Yep. They're paid peanuts and not likely until they've completed the trip. Of course, any reasonable person will understand that some boats will get through. They get through. The guys come back and they collect their money. Can't get each and every one of those boats. No doubt they're heroes when they get back to whatever country they left from. That would certainly encourage other idiots to try it for the money, as little as it is. Glad that we're getting as many as we do. Two things. Their drugs did not survive, and neither did the drug boat crews. I will point that out. We've already talked about that peace plan that we've got. That Iran's proposing a 14-point.
Well, actually, yeah. So they sent that,
Yeah.
and the
Trump
latest
doesn't like
is Trump said no.
Yeah, he doesn't like it at all.
They're not, none of it, and so
They're working with Pakistan. I mean, Pakistan's the one trying to put this thing together and trying to get both sides to the table in Pakistan to sit down and have a chat. It's not going to happen.
no.
No, it's not going to happen. Iran over the weekend said it would ignore the current ceasefire agreement if the U.S. interfered with Iran's maritime rules in the Strait of Hormuz. We talked about that. The government issued their rules for the waterway. They developed their own rules.
Yes.
They made the rules. They don't own that waterway. Rules that would not allow U.S. protection of the Strait of Hormuz or the Persian Gulf. They don't want to allow us there. They don't want to allow us to provide escorts to shipping that goes through.
That's going to be tested today.
They did send a bunch of little boats after one tanker over the weekend. And they sent one thing landed, I think, on it, but that was it. Nothing big. Didn't stop it. I think we need a few old rust buckets that we seized from Venezuela and put them out there with some dummies on board that look like crew. Light them up and let them move in autopilot and let the people board them, let the bad guys board them. And then we trigger it. A watery grave awaits you.
Davy Jones, so if I remember the geography, the strait is between Iran and Oman, I think. I know there's another.
Well, yeah, it runs some distance, yes.
Right. But Iran claims to be
Iran wants to be the boss.
The boss.
And you got to leave the Strait of Hormuz to get to Iran.
Right.
So Strait of Hormuz is basically a channel. It's like a waterway.
Yeah, it'd be interesting because I know some Republican the Republican Congresswoman, what's her name? It's
She's one of yours, Lee.
She's 79 years old.
You talking about?
I can picture.
I know her name.
No, Mary. No, Mary.
You talking about North Carolina?
No, she's from up north. Eastern.
Is it
up
Maine?
north. Who?
In Maine? Susan Collins?
Yeah, that's it. Susan Collins.
okay.
Yeah.
Sorry.
So she has gone and sided with the Democrats, saying that they should have a vote
Where's she
on
from?
any further actions by the United States.
If we go over the 60 days of action, then the president has to ask for an extension, and he can be given a 30-day extension under those conditions. He does not need activate for 60 days. He doesn't need their permission. He has to notify them once it starts.
She's a senator.
I'm sorry,
Yes,
Senator.
she's a senator.
Yeah. But she's gone. She's flipped over to the.
Yeah, she's
decided
done that
to
more than
Democrat.
one time. She can't get elected as a Democrat, but she votes as one quite often.
We would love to see a peaceful resolution to this, but I don't know that with this particular leadership of Iran is possible.
I am amazed that they haven't gotten the message. One up, one down, and then the sun comes up, one down. You know, it's like you're going to get killed. You are going to be targeted, and not by the United States. Israel is out there, and they don't care who you are. They don't really care how many people they kill who are standing around you. You put yourself in the middle of a group of people who are friendly to you, well, that's on them. That's what Israel thinks.
Well, I guess Iran's thinking is, hey, we've got the U.S. where we want them because they're not getting their oil. And so it's making our leader look bad because of gas prices.
If they're trying to play a political game and with war machinery, that's a bad thing for them to try to do.
Yeah.
If they want to go and play war, play politics using war as an excuse to do it, you're going to lose. You're going to suffer. It's going to be an ugly proposition for you.
Well, everybody's an expert on it except me, but most have that I've read and heard have said that if it were to end today, they open the straits up, you're looking at the end of the year or the beginning of next year before prices come down.
It only takes a day and a half for them to go up.
Only a day and a half.
Threat of I miss the good old days. You know why it didn't happen this way in the good old days? Because they had to take a guy out there with them long sticks to change the price of gas.
They don't anymore. It's
Now they just hit a button in Chicago or wherever central headquarters are, and it changes them all wherever they want them to be. That's the way it could work today.
Well, I do want to go back to something because I looked it up because Chris has got me on fire now. My Spectrum bill.
Oh, okay.
I'm paying $150 a month. That's for internet and for the TV channel package that I have, which is the cheapest one you can get. It's only 15 channels. Anyway, TV Choice is what they call it. So that package I have for the 15 channels that I prefer, and you do get some others free, is $70 a month. Then I'm paying $10 for advanced Wi-Fi when a year ago they called me and said, you're eligible to upgrade your Wi-Fi for free to a faster speed. And now I find out they didn't say that.
They don't say that.
They don't say that, which should be against the law. $50 for internet and then $15 for an entertainment view fee. What is that? What? Tell me. Tell me.
What is it called?
Entertainment view. $15 for an entertainment view.
I retired at 17. I couldn't tell you what.
That comes out to $145, and my bill's $150 a month. And of course, that's with taxes and fees or some kind of tax,
Franchise fees,
whatever. But that is ridiculous. So my internet is actually costing me $60 a month to watch 15 channels plus a few free, $70 a month. And now I have an entertainment view fee, $15. And see, there are some channels that I do subscribe to Netflix, which is now what is going up. And let me see, Amazon Prime, which is part of my Amazon fee every year for having Amazon Prime. So I don't really consider that. So by the time you put everything together, we're right back up there again.
Used to be $7.95 for cable.
Yes. Well, I don't remember those days. I don't think I was born.
well,
In the 70s when cable started.
Oh,
yeah. So
oh yeah, that's right. No antennas.
I remember back in the old days, we would have to go in front of the city council, county
That's right.
commissioners,
Mhm.
and
Whoever-
justify
Whoever the franchise was,
Yep.
and it was either county or city, generally
And-
city.
I'm
and
mad.
and explain why there was the need for rate adjustments.
I think we should call Spectrum right now. Put them on the speakerphone and ask them what a $15
Good luck in getting
entertainment
through.
view
Who are you
is.
going to talk to?
Oh, you can
Good
get through.
luck.
No, you can get a
Oh,
person.
you'll get well now.
Spectrum's pretty good
This
about that.
one would probably be tied into
Oh,
the
wait.
business.
I'm going to chat with him. Y'all go right ahead.
Okay.
I'm mad now.
Okay. But anyway, so and I remember
I don't remember.
Colonel Blaha. You remember Colonel?
Yes, Colonel Blaha.
he
He ran
would-
every morning in
on
Norfolk.
Western Boulevard.
Yep.
And north, and then he started biking and stuff. And
Mhm.
he goes, look, I remember this meeting so well. It was a city council meeting. He goes, look, I only want these 3 channels.
Get an antenna.
And well, he couldn't because they were the big 3 at that time. CNN, because of the war coverage.
Yeah,
That first when CNN started with the war.
Right.
But covering the war, ESPN, and I can't remember the other one. So I had to get up and explain how much those channels would cost him if he paid just for those channels, because they were the most expensive channons.
Which is
license fees.
easier to get a package with those channels
Right.
included.
I said, so you're actually better off paying. Back then, it was $20 for
Oh, that's
30-something channels and
ridiculous.
stuff.
See, I think our government needs to do something about that. About, this, you're stuck. If you want to watch TV, you technically have to have a provider to watch TV.
Now,
Unless you have an antenna and get a few local
Here's the
channels.
thing. We demand.
We've
We've got 65-inch TVs in there, whatever that Salmon
Right.
Hill that size is. We demand higher quality,
Mhm.
and we demand much higher quality than the cable of yesteryear provided.
Mhm.
And we have to have higher quality. We demand faster internet speeds other than the 64 kilobytes that you had on dial-up whenever you can make it work. And we demand this, we demand that, and who's going to put it in? Who's going to provide it? They can't provide it without charging you for it. That I understand. But if we demand it, and that's what we want. That's what I never did like the packaging that they had available,
Mhm.
because you could not get everything that everybody wanted in any one package. So you had to get a higher package with more crap in it.
Yeah.
And most of it I don't watch anyway, period. I got my select number of channels, my favorites, and that's all. Oh God, look at that.
She's
face.
got no.
Did you see that?
I
Entertainment
thought
view
it was-
fee. These fees represent the cost Spectrum pays to local broadcast stations, ABC, CBS, NBC, or Fox, or regional sports networks to carry their content. Why is it charged? It is a mandatory pass-through fee that is separated from the base package price.
Uh-huh.
Okay, I can explain that to you, and I can after this call.
Good morning. You're live and local
That's
with your
Mike.
friendly station this morning. Is there something we could help you with today or try to
Yeah.
explain for you?
Yeah, look, Mike,
I'm still to the gills.
Mike's-
Say that first.
okay. Hey, Mike, look, I know you're not at the paper anymore, but I wanted just a sports section. I didn't want all that. Yeah, I didn't want all that.
I only wanted the comics, and then I wanted the obituaries.
We still have a sports reporter, though. Chris is doing a great job.
Yeah, he is.
Wait a minute. I was supposed to, what was it I was supposed to do?
I don't know. You got on to the
Oh, hello, sir.
Yeah, right. That's right. Hello, sir.
Hello, sir.
Yeah.
I was told to say hello, sir, in a condescending way.
Well, I guess it could be condescending, but the person that would come from.
You want
Little inside baseball there.
How about if I answer it like I do my phone at times at home? Who are you and what do you want?
Exactly.
I can cut to the chase in a hurry.
I get so many of those spam calls at the office, but if I play that tack, they hang up on me. So I try to play the role of an old person, which I am an old person.
No, you're not.
Yeah, so I'm catching up to you.
No, you won't. I hope you won't catch me anytime soon.
I know it might be radio whiplash, but I'm sure you talked about it already. But the Salvation Army did a fantastic job with their program Saturday afternoon, and you guys were a great part of that. That crab disc you guys made was just out of sight. Chris, you missed it if you didn't get a sample of that, but it was so much.
It's here waiting.
Yeah, I'll get some. But no, what a fantastic event! You know, the entire staff at the Salvation Army putting on the John. How do you say it? John's Low?
They said John's Low. It's not John's Low, in my opinion. It's Jones Low. Jones Low makes more sense, does it not?
Well, it's good. Either way, tomato. You know, it's a good put name.
There's no such thing as a tomato. It's tomato.
Okay, well, in your world, yes.
In my opinion, it's what counts.
Yeah. No, but it was fun. It was a lot of fun to be up there on the dais with the 4 other judges, and we had a fun time. And you know, it was all good. I mean, everybody could have gone home with a trophy. Let's just say that, because it was really delicious. But the ones that have got it, you know, deserve it. So, you know, good. But the key is they raised a lot of money for the community, both in Oslo and Jones County. I know Roy Bennett, who was the MC, said the sponsors, they got $21,000 in sponsorship. And then whatever the door was, I count 100 people in there at any given time. I don't know if you guys are too busy slinging crab discs, but it was a good crowd. It was a good day for it, too, because it was kind of, rainy and
it was.
to be inside like that. And it's a nice facility, the skill center. So I just wanted to pass that along. I thought you guys did a great job in participating tonight. I hope, we do it again next year for the 5th annual. I look forward to it if I'm have the honor of being a judge once again. So
I think you should cook.
I think you ought to be a cook, Michael.
Well, I told my wife, because I didn't know what it was. When Royce asked me to do it, I didn't understand the concept, what it was. So, she said, can I come? I said, well, you can come. I don't know what it's going to be like. But so she did not come. But I said, next year you got to come. Maybe she'll make something. She's a good cook. So.
Well, I hope you ribbed the Swansboro mayor because he backed out.
I know, at the last minute. Maybe something came up, but who knows?
I texted him and he said he didn't get around to registering in time. I said,
okay.
No, that's not it. He was scared is what it was. He was scared. He knew he was going to.
He was in hospitality for 40 years in a restaurant business.
See, there you go, Mayor Bill.
Not the same. You have to put him on the hot spot, and he caved. He caved.
He caved. He did. I called him. I said, "Where you at?" Text him.
We should have had the Swansboro County Commissioner. Well, not precincts, but we have one out here.
I know that.
That's right.
The former mayor should have stood up.
Yes.
In the absence of the sitting mayor.
Oh, he could have actually brought in some pretty good, desserts.
Exactly.
Yeah, he got to brought in some. What are they called? Not hurricanes.
Some ice cream, man. Bring in some ice cream. Yeah.
Dilly bars.
Yeah.
I'm going to do dessert next year.
Or come on, from Swansboro, what should the main dish be? It should be mullet.
You know,
That's
You
what
would
we
think
said.
that's what
That's
we
what we
said first
said.
thing.
you know.
That's right.
So it's been mullet.
And I think he should do his hair the same way.
Yeah, you need a wig for that. Yeah, like I used to wear.
John.
Fun time. So if the folks from Salvation Army are listening, I'm sure they are. Great job, guys.
Great job.
And for folks listening that may not know what we're talking about, but I'm sure you do. Read about it on the Swansboro Area Chamber of Commerce Facebook page.
I did. Thank you.
With the gallery, of course, and cut lines in the gallery itself. So had the best spot for pictures because everybody was coming up to us.
I was gonna say good photo job,
Yes,
Mike.
you did a great job.
Right.
I'm gonna put that link on here.
Yeah,
Thank you.
photos were very good.
Like the old days, you know.
Yeah,
I know Morgan
Right.
Charlie did an advance on it. I think Friday online. But those I was saying to Lorette. I was saying to Lorette. This would have been a perfect assignment for a weekend reporter, and with a weekend reporter every like 3
Yes.
weeks.
Yep.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
yeah, so we would have had John Oldhouse or one of our photographers out there, and we'd had a reporter, and done a great job on it. So it's not like the old days. It was fun. I got home at 6:30, and I think I had it in the can by 8:30.
Yeah, because I kept looking everywhere for it, and you were the only one that had posted anything. Because I kept going to Salvation Army everywhere.
I think CTI was there.
yeah. WCTI did do a story on it.
Yes, but they didn't have winners. I don't think they had the winners.
No,
I don't see them.
you know how TV works. She
Yes.
bounced in and bounced out. She wasn't doing the whole
Yes.
thing. But that's fine. They made the commitment to come out. So
Yes.
kudos to them. But she interviewed Jamie Goldfarb, Captain Jamie.
She's a trip. I like her.
Yeah. But her and her husband are he's a major in the
Yes.
Salvation Army. I met him years ago. They lived over in Morehead City.
Oh yeah, yeah. Well, Jamie was on our show last month, and we're going to get. No, he was on our show last month. We're going to get her on our show soon. She said that she had issues with not being able to control what she says, and I said, "Well, you will fit in great here."
So you're a pop star, you know?
What is
You can make it.
saying? Well, she can make grief again. We gotta
No,
explain some of her sly remarks
well,
to me.
no. Now, in all fairness, when she got on her conversation with the local cable provider, that's when she lost it.
Her jaw came unglued.
Yeah.
Did it not? It fell down, and then it went sideways,
Yeah.
and then it came around and slapped her on the nose.
Hey, Chris, I need you to go back to that local cable provider as an employee because my rate's really, really high, and I'm still haven't kept the course.
I'll be glad to help you, my
We need to
friend.
talk to them.
Yeah, I'll be glad to help you.
All I do, I just want a twisted pair of wires over there to whatever your antenna is. I can make it work from there.
Well, I have an outdoor HD TV antenna, which that picks up quite well. So it's my
You
cable
get about
internet.
25 channels. Like.
Yeah, I get a little bit more, but yeah, I can get a lot of channels on that, and I have that on standby in case the internet goes out. But usually, when the internet goes out, I'm just like, well, whatever. I go do other things like laundry or something that needs to be done. But there will come a time when we may have a major issue with. But I'm really thinking about going to Starlink. You don't have all those other fees.
Your download and upload rates are much lower.
Yes. And it's one fee. You're not paying all this extra.
No.
I'm not paying for an entertainment view
Yeah.
because I'm
I'm
going
just
to
trying to get-
drop everything.
I'm just trying to get rid of my landline, which they won't let me do,
Why? Oh, because it'll raise your bill.
Yeah. I'm at 3
Crazy.
bills already a month. I'm 3 large a month with them. That's way too much. I think.
Yes.
Yeah, we can talk about it, Mike.
See, the
Okay,
problem
thank
is
you,
if you drop the cable and if you're on Spectrum for your phones, your phone bill's going to go up if you drop your
Oh, I know.
Spectrum cable. They
I
get
know.
you everywhere.
Well, see, in here I've got cable, I've got the internet and 2 telephone lines.
Right.
Mhm.
That's all I got in here. And up there I've got no telephone lines and just internet. That's all.
Yeah.
But I got they're 2 separate bills. Both of them.
Sure.
One's business and one's not.
You need that.
What
listen, guys, I need to come down there and talk to you. We got stuff going on in Swansboro coming up.
Oh, please
Yeah.
do. I need to get Mary Pat in here also.
Yeah, because she can probably speak to the Memorial Day service. They're going to be
Yes,
doing,
I'll be there for
Monday,
that.
Monday on Memorial Day at the
Yes.
Bicentennial Park, and then we got Military Appreciation Day coming up June 6th.
We'll be there too.
Yeah, good, excellent.
Yes,
Excellent.
our radio club.
Yeah, bring Mary Pat in, but I'll be coming when I'm invited. I will show.
No, I want to bring you in because Chris Miller, you, and I forget who the third person was that we were going to bring in together as a group. It was Chris
Linda,
Miller. Who?
Linda, okay?
I remember.
Is that what you
Provide
said?
food. Just provide food. We'll be there.
Yeah.
Let me
That's when we get back home.
see.
When Lindell was on Crime Stoppers, he
Yeah.
didn't miss a meeting.
No, he did not. No, he didn't miss the annual dues. But no, that's not
Wait a minute,
fair.
he told me. He said, him, Chris Miller, Chris Morrison, Mike McHugh. Talk about stories.
Yeah.
So,
Some of them might even be true.
yeah.
Some might be true. Some might be
All
invalid.
right. We'll find out what day is good for Chris Miller, and then I'll call you.
Okay, good deal.
All right. Sounds
some of the
great.
Wednesdays in the month. Some of the Wednesdays in the month aren't good for me, like the second and third Wednesdays. But other
Wednesdays
than
we
that-
don't do very well either. We generally booked.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, we'll figure it out.
All right.
Thanks, guys. Good job.
Bye.
Thanks,
See
Mike.
you. Goodbye. See you. So long. Hasta la vista, baby. Au revoir. Two of our soldiers are missing in Morocco.
I saw that.
Happened during a joint military training operation that began in April. The two were seen on a cliff that looks over the Atlantic Ocean. Members of the National Guard, Army Reserve, Marine Corps, and Air Force are participating in the exercise, along with thousands of people from a number of other countries. Their military units are in it. All total, 70,000 troops are part of the training mission. As soon as the soldiers were reported missing, a massive search operation began. Rescue units have searched the waters around the cliffs where the two were last seen. It's not believed at this time they claim that terrorist actions are involved. Who knows? Why are we in Morocco training? Why are we spending that kind of money to have units from Army Reserve, the National Guard, the Army Reserve, our Marine Corps, and Air Force? Why are we there, men and equipment?
That's an excellent question. When you think about
we got Camp Lejeune. We've got all the bases. We got East Coast Army and bases. We got Marine Corps base here. We got the air station here. We got air station at Cherry. We got plenty of stuff. We got the ocean here. We got all this stuff. We got Coast Guard units here.
the United States is so huge that any form of terrain that you want them to train
Sure,
on,
we got it. Well, they're operating in 4 different countries, but Morocco is the center of action.
right?
So, but they venture into these other places too. But Morocco's not big. I mean, it's like Verona or something. It's not that big.
I saw that. What
are we going to gain by?
Where did the guys go? I mean, what happened?
I don't know.
They went out maybe a night out in town, and
Last time they saw them was they were standing up there on a cliff. They're 70 feet high or something.
oh no!
And of course,
You jump first. No, I'll go.
And I don't think either one of them would be stupid enough to jump.
Mm-hmm.
No, I would
But-
hope not.
But
It's terrible.
what happened? Who knows?
Well, Chris, you were talking earlier. You said you wouldn't go out deep sea fishing, or does that?
Well,
do you get seasick?
I don't know that it does anymore. I think I know what the problem was, is what I did the night before. And then I took Dramamine.
Those days,
Yeah, those
yes.
days. Then I took Dramamine at midnight, got up at 3 a.m., took more Dramamine, and then the trip just from there just went south.
I'm surprised
You
you
should've
even
been asleep.
stayed conscious for it.
Yeah, I know. Well, so we started out of one of the Morehead City basins or ports, whatever they're called. We get in the sandbar, so I had to get out. 2 of us had to get out, get the boat off the sandbar, and then We go out there, and
Yeah.
the captain's eating Vienna sausages and drinking a beer at 8 o'clock in the morning, and
It would have been time to go back to the port.
yeah, and then we're like 6 miles offshore, or I can't see land, right?
Yeah.
That's 6
Right.
miles.
About
That. So I lost sight of land, and then we started trolling, and that diesel fuel just
don't do diesel boats. I don't
I
like
don't.
diesel
okay.
boats.
That
was
I
the
don't
problem.
like diesel boats because if the wind is blowing and the diesel boat, let's just say the diesel boat is going this here away,
Mhm.
and he's running 5.5 miles an hour for trolling speed,
Yeah.
and then the wind is blowing in the same direction at 10 miles an hour. The smoke comes out. Smoke has got fumes, and that wind hits it. It's going to overtake the boat, and it's going to come into the boat.
Yes, it did.
See, we always went out on the Carolina Princess or the Continental Shelf. Those were big boats. And we went 30 to 50 miles out, different
I can do
miles
that.
out. And it was great. Now, I remember one time the seas were rough. And when you're on the side of the boat with the fishing pole, the boat would rock and your face would just about touch the water. It was rocking. It was fun though.
I can go out and see.
Steve.
I see no land. It's called Royal Caribbean.
Well, I want to ask you about how you
See
can
that cruise ship that they got 3 people dead on it?
hantavirus. It's a rodent-borne virus. And 3 people died from it, and they got it from being on the cruise ship.
Which
Quit
one?
eating rats.
It was one that's out of.
They're all out of there.
It's a wait a minute, Netherlands-based expedition cruise.
I don't go to the Netherlands.
Well, the thing about it is, they were en route from Argentina to Cape Verde.
Okay,
Dang.
Steve, is that who we have?
Yes.
Hello, Steve.
Hey,
Hello,
Steve.
Good morning, guys.
How you doing?
Hope y'all doing great. Hope y'all had a good weekend.
Well, it was
That's
okay.
good. How was yours? Did you play?
It was wet on Saturday, so it was kind of a relaxation day.
Yeah.
But good weekend, all in all. Yesterday was real pretty.
Yeah, I heard a weather guy say, he goes, it's, today's a nap day. Good nap day on Saturday. It was raining and it was chilly. He goes, but tomorrow's going to be a great, which would have been Sunday, great beach day. 70 degrees. I ain't going.
When did it get to be 70?
Yesterday, I don't think it did.
I don't know. I didn't see a 70s. I saw some 60s,
Yeah.
but the wind was blowing.
I was
I
inside.
think the feel like was 70 and in Morale,
Oh,
but it was
it?
only actually like 66.
It's been a south wind.
Hey, I wanted to call y'all this morning because I want to tell you about something that I'm right proud of myself over. I don't really brag on myself a whole lot, but
You became
I sent Leah a picture of, I know I told you about it last year. I tried it where I take the side shoots off of my tomato plants.
Oh, I didn't
And
even
I took one of the
see
side
that.
shoots I cut off and just poked a hole in the ground and stuck it in there to see if it'd grow, and it's growing.
good.
Oh, yeah.
And so that's what I've done. So I felt so confident after doing that. I got a 25-gallon container that I'm growing sunflowers in,
I see that.
and I had too many of them germinate, so I had like 30 or 40 of them in a 25-gallon bucket. And I went to thin them out, and I was pulling them out, and which I had really loose soil in those buckets with all the perlite I put in it and stuff. But as I pulled the ones out, thinning them out, they had pretty good little root system still on them.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
So I had
See it grow.
I had another 25-gallon planter right behind them. I just stuck and poked my finger in the soil and stuck those sunflowers in there. And I just knew for sure they're going to die. Because, you can't even transplant sunflowers. You have to grow them from seed. Most of the time.
Yep.
Well, my transplants are taken. Not all of them, but about 50% of the ones that I pulled out that I put in the bucket behind it, first they drooped down. I was like, yeah, they're all going to die because they droop within 2 hours.
Yeah, well, that's
And, but they came back.
Yeah.
I've got probably 12 of them that came back are standing up. And
good.
so I consider that almost a botanical miracle.
Well, so Steve, what are you going to do with that? The reason I'm asking is Kathy grew sunflowers for our daughter because she loves sunflowers. Those things just went out crazy.
Really?
Oh God, they grew fast. They grew tall.
Yeah, you
love
can
'em.
get the miniature
Yeah.
ones now.
Yeah, the
Yes.
birds.
The ones I'm growing are the multi-head. They're smaller ones and
Yes.
they're multicolored. But my purpose is for pollinators, and they're also they attract bugs. So I put it off to the side of my garden so that it will pull the bugs from the garden to the sunflowers.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty smart.
And I do the same thing with, I tried to plant corn in the one behind it, but the squirrels emancipated all my corn out the bucket. But luckily they didn't mess with my sunflower seeds, so I was happy about that.
Yet.
Yeah, well, the sunflowers now are almost a foot tall, so maybe they won't mess with them.
Yes, they will.
I try and be proactive. I've got like bags and bags of raw peanuts that I throw them out there every morning and try and give them something other than my garden to chew on that day.
Mm.
My wife laughs at me because actually I've done it so much that they'll come up and take peanuts right out of my hand.
Well, we feed these squirrels sunflower seeds. We feed them peanuts, and they'll still go up to the bird feeders and
Absolutely. It's a challenge.
Yeah. Well, I tell you, as long as I give them peanuts, they leave. That's how I initially started it, giving them peanuts, is that they wouldn't leave my bird feeder alone. And I tried everything I could imagine to get them off of that thing, and they would launch themselves out of the tree and fly across the yard and land on it. But,
Rifle.
so I started giving them peanuts, and they kind of, that preoccupies them. The ones they eat, and then the ones they got to figure out where they're going to hide them. And yeah.
Well, Rayford just mentioned what he told Kathy.
Pellet rifle and rat trap.
I got you. I've actually got a kind of a thing going on. I noticed it this morning that my cats like to sit out in the garden in the morning.
Uh-huh.
And so I'm hoping that they're deterring the squirrels from going in there.
They probably will.
Yeah.
I put up plastic owls. I have 2 of them now in the backyard. Keep the birds from eating my blueberries.
You have to feed the owls.
And keep that, and the health. Hopefully they won't be pecking at the tomatoes when they grow. So.
He asked you a question.
What?
Yeah.
Do you
I thought the squirrels were stealing my strawberries. Every time I got a red one ripe, it would like get torn off, and I'd find it laying, a few feet away, half eaten.
My dog
your
does
dog
that.
got that.
My dog's eating
No,
my
it was the
tomatoes.
birds.
Birds?
Yeah.
I called them. It was the birds. Yeah. As soon as I had another red, white, right one, and I happened to be there when they came out, and they was like 3 of them fighting over it. So, it's always a chore, a learning experience, and there's always something trying to, take your garden down out there.
That's exactly right.
Absolutely.
All righty, guys. Well, I just wanted to do a little garden talk this morning.
Thank
Great
you.
to do, Steve.
Well, that's
Gardening
working for you.
corn.
One last thing I will throw in there. I heard y'all talking about gas prices this morning, and oh my goodness, ain't everybody, feeling that.
Yeah.
I looked into it a long time ago with how they price gas, and man, there is a lot to it. A lot of factors that determine that. Of course, you got the price of oil and what it is each day, but then you've got how far a station is from a distribution point or a refinery. Then you've got how many gallons of gas a day that particular site sells figures into it as well. So, there's a lot of variables. And then the owner of the station has discrepancy over how much profit they put on that to a certain extent.
Yeah.
And honestly, they don't make that much. Most gas stations make about between 4 and 10 cents a gallon.
I, way back when gas was in the 50-cent range, 50 going to 60 and 70 cents at a time, we did interviews with people, and I found legitimate gas stations, somebody that would actually tell us the truth, and their profit margin was generally 3 to 4 cents per gallon. Obviously, it's gone up since then, but it doesn't necessarily have to, because the number of gallons that they're pumping hasn't changed. But they're still getting 3 to 4 cents per gallon, even though the price of gasoline may have tripled. That's the one thing that people don't realize.
Good point.
But yeah, they like I say, it's several variables involved, and if you notice that they're different, across the street, it might just be the difference in how much gas that particular spot sells.
Well, there's that, and there's also some places have it as a liter item, of course, like certain chain stores around here.
Right.
They'll offer gasoline at special prices just to get people to come in and buy their other stuff.
Right. I was going to say that there's, some of the bigger chains who can absorb it sometimes will even lose a couple of cents to be the lowest gas in town to draw you in. Some of those gas stations in the front of your big box stores, stuff like that.
Yep. We know all of that happens. It's all fair in the price of doing everything.
Yeah. But, I do believe that there's, honestly, it's weird that it changes so rapidly. And then if I could wish for one thing, it'd be for them to take that 0.9 cents.
Oh, God.
Off the end.
Thank you. Yeah. I agree with Steve on that. That irritates me every time I see it. How much does it cost to add that extra digit to all the signs?
Well, the thing is, they compete with it. And at one time during some of those gas wars, they were coming down. They did it at 0.4 cents and 0.7 cents. And not everybody was 0.9 there for a while.
And see, think about
well, I was going to say, I ain't exactly no spring chicken, and ever since I had a driver's license, it's been 0.9.
Well, it changed a few years ago, back and forth, but that was during that stupid crisis that we had going on.
I agree with them. When you go out there and you say you paid $3.69, no, you didn't. You paid $3.70.
Imagine if you were at the grocery store having to do that kind of math. This one's 0.4, that one's 0.7. Yeah. Oh my goodness, I would just aggravate the mess out of me. We're doing away with pennies. We ought to be able to do away with 0.9 cents.
I agree with you 100%.
Should be a law.
That's my rant for the day, guys.
Should be a law. I wonder if we could do it as an ordinance in Onslow County. No gas station shall have a published price that includes anything but even dollars.
Right now, I think you need to.
How about we just put a 0.1 cent tax on it and just don't even worry about those oil companies? Let that go to helping children or something. Yeah,
I like it. Steve,
all right, guys. Congress. Y'all have a blessed day. I'm because I'm walking the dog at the park, or the dog's walking me. I ain't sure which one.
Have fun.
Have a blessed day.
Y'all have a blessed day.
Take care.
Well, I think we need to let the city and the county get through their issues they have right now they're dealing with. Then we'll hit them with the other.
Well, former New York Mayor Rudy.
Yes.
He's in critical condition, but he's stable.
Right.
According to the hospital there. And he's admitted over the weekend. Not a whole lot of information about it. I guess he's just getting on an age and whatever else he's been fighting. Last year, he was in a wreck in New Hampshire, wasn't it?
Yep.
And he was in pretty bad shape there for a while.
Yes.
But he was sitting in the back of a car. He was being chauffeured. He had a driver. And some guy speeding, high rate of speed, hit him in the back. Of all things. God. So, well. Okay, we will be back tomorrow. I have no idea what we're going to do.
We have Councilman Mike Yanero.
Good.
He's going to...
fresh off tonight's
committee meeting.
I can't beat him up because he could whip me.
Well, we're going to see how well the city. We're going to see how well they all fared by having our councilman in with us tomorrow. So, if you've got something you want to ask the councilman or something you want to comment on, give us a call tomorrow while he's here.
Absolutely,
because he will definitely take the call.
Yes, he will.
He's all about being, letting us know what's going on with the city. And then, of course, this morning at 11 o'clock, we have the Onslow County meeting, which I think they're going to be giving out some awards to employees and stuff. Yeah. That's the morning meeting they have once a month so they can honor their employees and do stuff like that. So very good. I like that. I like that they switch it up.
Why?
Because during the morning meetings, if they've got something involving the city employees, they're not paying overtime.
Isn't that just a waste of time?
What, to honor an employee?
To bring those guys in there, take them off the job, they're on the payroll.
They deserve kudos, Rayford.
Well, then kudos.
They deserve kudos. They deserve recognition.
It's not costing them anything. Our trash collectors.
Well, it could be National Trash Day today. I don't remember. I have to go back and look.
As long as it's not naked trash day today.
I have the naked.
We need our trash collectors here in Jacksonville.
Right.
They deserve kudos every day.
I agree to pick up a trash can and have to haul it up to that truck because not all trucks have the capabilities of picking it and smelling that stuff. Kudos to. I think they deserve a raise. City of Jacksonville. I think they deserve a raise. And you never know. Some of them, we could go into dirty trash can talk. I mean, but
some of those trash cans are filthy.
And
the stuff that they leave in
and
them.
the things grow in them. Mm-hmm.
All right, we will see you tomorrow. You guys have a great rest of your day. And tomorrow is Tuesday or so. It's that 5th of May, which is
Cinco de Mayo.
Cinco de Mayo, which means the 5th of May that never got off the ground until the Mexicans moved into the United States.
Do we have to wear sombreros tomorrow?
They moved into the United States. That's where it got started good, celebrating here. And it's not about Mexican Independence Day.
Are we going to have tacos?
I've got some taco stuff in there I could fix. You like tacos for breakfast?
Oh, that's
I'll
a
have to
whole
get up
nother
at
issue.
3
Who
o'clock.
says you have to eat breakfast for breakfast?
I don't, because I've had shrimp for breakfast and fish for breakfast.
What difference does it make?
I've had grits at midnight. I've had grits for dinner. Oh, I love grits for dinner.
It's breakfast time. Why are you eating a ham? Why are you eating chicken? Why not? Who says that we have to eat a certain food at a certain meal?
Well, anybody can try that on me.
I can have banana pudding for breakfast.
I have had banana pudding for breakfast.
I can have eggs and bacon for supper.
About people telling you what has got to be done, I take after my late uncle.
Yes.
Remember the ice cream cartons that you had to fold the flaps?
Yes.
And you had to know which flap to fold first, and it told you, right?
My mama worked for Mayola.
He said, I'll be damned if an ice cream carton is going to tell me which flap to fold first. He would never fold the one they told him to.
Rebel.
Well, it's a good point though. I mean, why are we obliged to eat breakfast foods for breakfast?
We are not. You might. I'm not.
I mean, I've had pizza for breakfast.
Well, that was just left over from the night before.
Could be, but it was good. And sometimes for dinner, I'll have a bowl of cereal or eggs and bacon. I'll get up in the middle of the night. I'm hungry. Make it.
Eggs and bacon, cool, but no cereal. I don't do cereal.
I do the dry cereal. Just pour it in a cup and just. For you, you're weird anyway.
Yep. I'm weird in the good ways. You're live and local, real talk. I forgot the rest of it.
Where we're awake.
But never.
Where we're always awake.
That's right.
But never.
But never woke.
All right.
Okay.
Have a blessed day.
Bye.
I was trying to get you guys into the queue here. We'll see you in the morning, y'all. Be safe. Have fun.